Welcome back to That Handicapping Show. I'm Claire Novak, joined once again by Tom LaMarra, and today we are going to take a look at the Roses Handicap, $150,000 Grade 3 fillies and mares 4-year-olds and up, going 7 furlongs at Belmont Park. Tom, in this race, Mary Meadow comes back looking for her second Grade 3 in a row. She won the Vagrancy Handicap at Belmont on May 17th and did so very well, pressed the pace early, took command. She's placed in 18 of her 20 career starts, quite a handy filly there. She probably will be the favorite, so I know you'll be trying to go against a little bit, but a nice diverse group here and a good betting race.
Yeah, I think Mary Meadow looks really, really good in this spot. She drew outside in the 8-hole in an 11 horse field. And it's also a pretty contentious race too. It looks pretty evenly matched to me, but she's never been worse than third at Belmont Park. Mm-hmm. And she was off for a little while, came back in May, won the Grade 3 Vagrancy, as you pointed out. Kind of got a perfect trip at 6.5 furlongs, stretches out. She's fine at this distance, and I think she should be in the right spot. Rajiv Mirage is back aboard after riding her to victory last time.
Rajiv Mirage.
I do. A horse that I'm really curious to see how she races here, and I'm going to pick on top, is Flattering Bee, who is a Merlin shipper. Used to be a stone closer, and this spring, in preparation for the Sugar Maple Stakes at Charlestown, Crystal Pickett wanted her to show more speed. And she did. It was a 7-furlong race around 2 turns, which is a lot different than this particular spot. But she won gamely in pretty good time for 2 turns, 7 furlongs. Came back and ran lights out in the Skipat Stakes at Pimlico. The winner of that race, Lion DNA, drew the outside post in the Bed of Roses. The Lion DNA sat behind Flattering Bee and another speed horse. They dueled throughout the race and actually held on extremely well. Lion DNA, I think, just, I don't want to say lucked into the win, but was in the perfect spot. So I prefer Flattering Bee over her. And I'm going to throw in Street Girl. Good's closing second in the Humana Distaff behind Midnight Lucky, and figures to get some attention.
Yeah, I was going to say with Flattering Bee, she's got a couple of wins at that 7-furlong distance, which is handy. And with Street Girl, you have to be pleased with that run in the Humana Distaff, because she really got to the inside and made a good late gain and had a nice finishing run there in Grade 1 company. So that is something you, of course, want to look at. This is a horse that we saw last year running in the top races, you know, the Ballerina, the Breeders' Cup Distaff, the Cotillion. So, you know, looking at this level of racing, you would think her connections have always been pretty high on her, and dropping down to the Grade 3 maybe would be her chance coming out of that Grade 1 race. One horse that I wanted to look at, and I know she's going to really have to improve her speed figures here to keep up with some of these others, but that would be Ultimate Shopper for Eddie Keneally and Whisper Hill Farm. This is a filly who has actually won twice at Belmont in both of her Belmont starts. Both of those were at 7 furlongs, and she's going to make her first graded stakes attempt.
Well, she is stepping up from a non-winners and one other than allowance race. However, the horse that she beat by 2 lengths came back and won. And clearly she likes the racing surface. She likes the distance. She's a 4-year-old, yes, it's true, filly. And, you know, clearly on running lines, she should be either in front or right on the pace in here. And quite frankly, quite a few of these horses, especially the ones cutting back a little bit, will be coming from out of it. So I see no issue at all with using her.
I am very glad you see no issue at all with my handicapping selections. That is good to know.
Looks okay to me.
All righty, well, maybe throw her in for a little bit of price. I'm going to stick with the favorite on top, and both of us liking Street Girl to put into your picks there. So thanks as always to Briss for the PPs. Quite handy actually to look at the speed figures for this race when there's, you know, some less familiar horses that we haven't necessarily been following, like some of the higher profiles. Those figures and the numbers and rankings really help out. So thanks to Briss. Thanks to you for watching The Handicapping Show.